returning to where we left off in last episode, Deepak has just spotted some light in the distance and what looks to be a cobble structure. Could this be what I think it is? Could he be seeing the place where team number 5 has holed up for the night? Will they even see him approach? Or may he get the drop on them? Well, let's see what Deepak does here. He's going to dodge the mobs as he approaches and trying to make his way up there fast. He is quite visible in his bluish armor, so he might just get spotted. However, as he approaches the place, it looks like team number 5 has oddly enough vanished. Could it be that they have seen him before he saw them? Or have they simply taken cover? There they are. They spot each other at about the same time, and the fight has commenced. A zombie comes to join the fight. Question is whether or not Deepak will see him or if he gets a hit on his back. Deepak does look like he is going to be taking them on at range mainly. Assuming that he has, if not a power 5 boast, then at least a power 4, so he should be good for a long range fight. But we do know that he has the strength potions to go into melee, but he might just be thinking of putting that off until a surprise attack, because if he can hit someone and get them locked down for just a short moment, he will truck them and kill them. Team number 5 is approaching though, and they are getting quite a bit of hits on him. It's going to be tough to dodge all those arrows. Deepak is running back here, and it looks like he's about to be potioning up. At least he has a potion in his hand. He's trying it, but the others have made their way too close. There we go, he manages to get off his potion. He's now up 2, eating his 3rd apple. It's going to be a long fight. He has a lot of resources in his pocket, and there's a question of whether he can actually take down the team or if they manages to kill him. Even though he is nigh invincible in his armor and with all his resources, the other team has the benefit of the many hits that they can put on him, and it is certainly going to put him under pressure. There we go, he takes another apple. I'm certain that he has a lot in his pocket, so it's going to take a while before he goes down, unless he manages to forget about it for a moment too long and goes down too far. Every time he eats an apple though, he does gain the defensive absorption hearts, so he might just be able to hold off the damage. It looks like Team 5 is being cautious, not moving too closely, relying on their arrows. They do know that he is quite armored up, because he is not taking a lot of damage from all the arrows that hits him, even though they are hitting him a lot, making him into a walking pincushion here. He's dropping near 80 health points again, making ready to pull out another apple. Oh, he's going in for a close combat hit. But Jackarou makes it away from it. I'm sure that he's hurting badly now, but the guys now know that he does a lot of damage in melee. It does, however, put Pack in a bit of a dangerous situation when he goes in like that, because he is getting close to all those shots, making himself a very easy target. But just as we say that, JT gets away from the group and gets taken out by... no. He goes for Pi instead, and Pi unfortunately goes down. Expecting perhaps to go for JT still, but Pack manages to turn around and go after Pi, taking him down. Now the team is down to 3 people. For everyone that dies, this is going to be easier for Pack, but the question is, can he manage to kill the team before he goes down himself? He is dropping quite low, so he needs to be careful. other team has moved back further, going to rely on range again. Looks like Pack is going in for another close combat hit, but he gets deterred by arrows, pushed back, has to rethink his strategy. Taking an apple, he might just be moving in. We see JT over there on the side being brave. Oh, Jackarou is getting caught. And there goes Jackarou. We're now down to 2 against 1. Frankie is not afraid going in for Pack, but Pack is moving away. JT gets ahead of her. Frankie is not afraid of that guy, even though he just killed 2 of her teammates. She did manage to get Pack very far down, but he still has apples available, so he might just be good here. Pack is going in for another close combat attack. JT continues to try with the lava bucket, but it is not working. The best strategy for a lava bucket is really when someone is chasing you, turning around and putting it down, because if you're just running up to them, it's not very likely that you're going to hit them. And just as we say that here, he is turning around attacking Frankie. Frankie gets launched away and instead he takes out JT. But Frankie is very low now and gets struck by a stray arrow. And Team 5 goes down. Deepak's still alive. 4 go down. Now we only have the largest team of 3 left. Raven and Pack. Just as we say that, Raven has encountered Pack in the field as he is sorting through the dropped stuff, forcing him into combat, 1 against 1. But Raven here is not going to be as prepared as Pack is, even though he has just had a long fight and has been whittled down a bit. It might just be that Pack doesn't get access to the gold that the other team here would have dropped, but he might get the chance depending on how long the fight goes on and how much time he had to actually pick it up before this fight commenced. Looks like Raven might just be relying on delay. He might be able to see that he is running on the buffs from the apples, perhaps the potions. Looks like Raven's going to try with the lava bucket as well. We already know that that didn't go too well for the other team. And here he gets shot into a pond. A move that would definitely get him killed if it wasn't for the case that Pack was very low and had to get himself an apple. If he had seen, he would likely have gone for him, but instead he manages to recover some health. Raven running off, he is very low himself and it doesn't look like he has apples available to actually heal up at this point. At least he hasn't taken one yet. Raven is dodging those arrows, trying to get to a better position. Maybe he's hoping that by looping around he might get some of the loot that was left behind, maybe hoping that he can find something to recover his health from team number 5. You see him here running through the loot, but it doesn't look like it, no. Instead he turns around to fight. But going into melee he gets trucked right away by the powerful sword that Pack is wielding, and Pack is good, healing himself up again, surviving the encounter 2 against the other team, taking down 5 people in a row pretty much from 2 different teams. Now there's only Pack and team number 3 left. 1 versus 3. The question is who will come out of that. If he can manage to take down 4 people, what will happen when he goes up against only 3? While Pack is sorting out his inventory, let's look at team number 3, who has headed down from the mountain now that daytime has come. They are on the move and trying to find themselves some combat. About time now that there's only one opposing team of one person left. Pack is also moving up. Doesn't look like he quite can decide which way to head. He has been covering a lot of ground, so he might either have forgotten which way he came from, or he might just be trying to cover as many angles as possible to see if he can spot another team approaching. It might be that they get lucky. Pack makes his way up to his old monuments and the high beacon that the others put up. Just as we say that, he spots them in the distance, shoots an arrow, and the fight is on. The last fight against a three-person team against a single person. Let's see who will come out of this in the end. It looks like he is standing on top there, trying to get them to come a little closer, come in for a fight. I'm sure he wants them to get into melee range because that is where he is strongest at this point. But he's also very comfortable at range, it looks like, even though he is getting hit quite a bit. He needs to be careful. It looks like the others are quite happy to stay at range, and they do push him down in health, making him go behind the hill where he's more safe to heal up a little bit. He's now up to eating 16 apples in this fight, but is still on his first 2 potions, at least that I have seen. He's moving a little closer, perhaps trying to get into more of a melee range or get around their walls that they have put up. But he is being deterred. Being flanked by the other team. They're moving around him from both sides. He is just a single person against 3, so he can be outmaneuvered quite easily. It looks like they're trying to pin him on top of the hill, so he is forced to move backwards. And there we go. His armor has been broken. He loses his pants, and now he's going to be taking more damage. The pants does put a lot of resistance on you, and it does offer another protection slot for enchantments, which he has now lost. So he has to be careful. He's up to 17 arrows. So the question is, how many more does he actually have? Do he have any more? Certainly not eating one any longer, so could it be that he is actually going down? The other team is moving in closer. We're pressuring him, and he is weak in this position. Putting him down to 21 health points. Pack is not in a good spot here. And there it happens. He gets hit by an arrow and drops. Team number 3, Team Bapp, is the winner. Pack dying after having used 771 health over the last 3 battles. Quite a lot. And a big congratulations to Team number 3, Team Bapp of Ashbless, Poppymeadows, Pink Swiper and W92 Bash. Congratulations guys, this is how UHC Season 3 comes to an end. Thank you for watching.